We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most. The ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.
Welcome to the Nace Uog Triton Esports. I'm Ken. I'm joined by Creshel here. Creshel, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
It's early morning.
Yeah,
We don't usually get up in here at this time, but that's the logistics of living on an island many miles away from the rest of the United States. Our opponents today for our Smash team are what Macu. Midwestern American Christian University.
Yeah.
So we are right into it right now. And this is not the Varsity Premier. This is the Varsity Premier Plus League. So in Nace, the way it works, Nace has different tiers of competition. The top level is Premier, and Varsity Plus, there's like a Varsity Plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the subsequent tiers of play. So this would be, I guess you would say, lower skill level competition, I guess you would say. But this is still varsity school, so this is available only to Nace members, not to just any college in general. But as collegiate play, we have 5 of our rookie and veteran players. We call them blue chip players, relatively new to the scene, but they're going to put in work today. As we see AZ, he's a veteran of us. He's challenging a Terry.
Yeah. Actually, they've been going at this for a while. I don't actually. So the format is crew battle. I'm not sure. Can we get a current stock count? So this is last stocks for both.
And this is game 1. Game 1, and this is a best of 3, which is different than what it was last semester. Last semester was just best of 1.
Right. Well,
and
it's crew battle format.
Correct.
It does take a bit of time, but
it does take a lot of time. And I think a lot of people a lot of teams in the competition originally were like, man, it's. And AZ closing it out. The president of the Triton Gaming Club.
was down a bit for that game,
Kirby.
but yeah. Managed to clutch it out in that last interaction.
Thank you, Adrian, for closing that stock out, man. Especially since I messed up the game for Aaron earlier. I was unplugged the thing. We got the screen disconnect for a few seconds. Like, whew, glad. So like I was saying, Nace, when this season started, they were like, man, guys, the games are 3 times as long, potentially, right?
Yeah.
Because you're playing 3 sets, maybe 2 to 3 sets. But on our side, those are longer, but I would prefer that. I want the athletes to get more exposure and more gameplay, and to be honest, if it was just a best of 1, then we would be sitting 0-2 right now in terms of our main team, because we lost all the game 1s. So best of 3 kind of works out for us a little better here.
Yeah, so this is week 3. What's our current record?
So this team is the Varsity Plus team. This is their debut game. Their week starts today. So This is week 1 for them. But later on today, like around 10:30, So about an hour from now, you will get to see the varsity premier team, which is our gold team, play. So, and then that's the team that features Caps 2 and Tricks and, the rest of the crew there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one will feature all of our new players, plus our veteran AZ, who you just saw there with Kirby. So we got Ramney, Aaron, and Trevor. They're all, excited about finally getting to compete. They've been grinding for like 4 or 5 weeks, and finally to get the chance to play today. So, and these guys are relatively new to Smash. They played it non-competitively for a while, but so it's been a learning curve for them, but they're doing pretty well.
I just want to ask more questions about the format. Michael, are you guys allowed, or is order locked?
No, the order is not locked. No.
Okay. How about, are characters locked?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's pretty interesting format. It's 2 out of 3 makes for some exciting sets.
In the crew battle format,
Yeah, definitely.
Lots of counter picking you can do. Both,
Yeah.
Well, since both characters and players.
Yeah. It's and subs. So the our other team, the varsity premier team, they have 5 players. So occasionally they'll sub out one guy, maybe they'll replace Logan. What is Logan's name? Premium. They'll replace premium for someone like Patrick Volt 43. So it's interesting. And we're coming off of a good momentum, overall for the Smash scene on Guam. You and Adrian and JD, right?
Starting from May with Alpha Warriors, from then it's just sort of picked up momentum again after that long drought.
It's pretty interesting, right? We had that COVID. It was a long drought. We did some online stuff. It was okay, it's okay. And then
2 tournaments a month now.
Warriors, I know. There's a lot of events you guys doing. Now we have friendlies every weekend, Saturday. It's insane. Thursdays and Saturdays or whatever it is. It's crazy busy. And, but it's really paid off, right? Coach Adrian Cabardelia, Aladar, he won first place in the Rev Major. That you guys just went on that trip. So
yeah, it would have been cool to have more Guam representation in Smash, but bracket was a little unfortunate. Brian and Adrian had to play each other for top 8.
Yeah, in that pool just to get into the top 8. Shout outs to Sly, Brian Servino, another Guam player who got 9th in that tournament. So that's a pretty good showing. 2 Guam people. And we're just waiting right now for the logistics of the next match. That's how it kind of works here in Nace. The coaches talk with the opposing coaches to kind of plan who's going to be the next player to take part in the crew battle. And we're in round 2. Immediately at 10:30, though, we will be swapping out of this match to the main match, which is the varsity premier team, right? So with Premium and Caps 2 and the Tricks and the rest of the guys. So, but for now, you got about 45 minutes of varsity plus play here. We got Rami Pangilinan, also known as Ranzo. Yeah.
Oh, also we're being streamed now, so you guys don't have to save your replays.
Yeah, we're streaming now, so you don't have to worry about saving the replay. So, but these guys are just so excited to play right now. And we're just waiting for the next opponent. Also, if you like CS:GO, we have some CS:GO action tomorrow. If we can pull up that graphic for tomorrow's match, our boys, Whirly, I'm sorry. Gosh, I have a name blank. Sleepy, Snow, Philip, Kanga, and the rest of the boys are going to try to get that first win week 3 versus GCU Esports. The struggle is real for first-person shooters on Guam.
This is NA, right?
This is NA.
Okay.
So, and I don't want to say, okay, last week who did we challenge last week? I don't know, LCU or somebody? Oh, no, Davenport University. And, these guys were mad. The servers in Denver. So they were like, guys, the connection is bad. And then we're like, okay, well, what's the ping? And they're like, it's like 30. It's just horrible, right? I mean, our guys are playing at 160 ping. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. This is like 30. Wow, if we had 60, would have been like, hey, it's great, guys, let's do it. But
I've never seen below 60 here.
and I would, people like to say ping diff, right? Like, it makes a difference. And it does make a difference, right? Of course.
Yeah.
However, those guys, Davenport University, you guys are amazing. Those guys were so good. Like, they spent a few of the rounds just knives only. I just couldn't. It was just insane how good they were. They were crazy good. But, hopefully our team, our boys, I feel it. They're improving. Remember, this is a crew that, they got together to play Valorant, actually. But the Valorant schedule, like many of the games, is in the middle of the week during their classes. So they have to drop Valorant, and, they're going to make do with CSGO. So they're doing their best. I think they're going to notch up a win. Hopefully it's tomorrow. We'll see.
It is a hard game because of how long the game's been out. Like, skill gap definitely exists.
100% strategies, and like when you're gonna buy, like how you're gonna rush, like the different ways you're gonna approach the site takes. It is like very complex and difficult. You imagine some of those guys have never played CS:GO before, of our guys, so it's really a tough experience. Like like they're living solely on like reticle placement and like just learning recoil like of a gun today.
Is so different.
100%, very different. So it's interesting. We'll check that out tomorrow. We are just waiting for this match to start. A couple other things going on this weekend for those of you who are from the island of Guam and want to check out some gaming stuff. Tomorrow, like we said, at the CS location at Holiday Resort, the newly reopened Holiday Resort, mind you. You can play some fighting games at 7 p.m. Just go there, buy a drink, and enjoy some gaming action over there at the bar. Also, if you have base access, tomorrow on Anderson is the Collectors Convention from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Uog Triton Esports will have a booth there. You can come over and play a couple of the games that we play or some fun family games, Mario Kart, Smash, or some PS4 games. Definitely check this out. As we are almost underway here. We are up one set. Remember, this is a best of 3. We are up 1-0. Hopefully these guys are able to close it out in 2 sets so that we can capture all of their action completely and go straight into our varsity premier guys. Arjun, tell us a little, or Crashel, tell us a little bit about the trip. How was the experience? What did you think about the quality of play there? In terms of, I'm sure there was a lot of local players in terms of Philippine players, but how many other players came? Like, I know you mentioned Australia. Were there other Korean players? I know RG CEO was there, but who?
Yeah. Okay. So Tekken, it's the Philippines, and it was a Tekken World Tour tournament, so Tekken was stacked. Mm-hmm. Right, you had the winner was John Ding, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Korean player. I think he was going up against. I already forgot. John Ding and I don't remember. It was another Korean player. JDCR was there too, who didn't even make top 8 actually.
What? Wow.
Yeah, he got he was actually beat out by one of the local players.
AK.
Yeah, that was a crazy set. I remember I was playing.
It was
goals.
AK.
Yeah.
AK's.
Oh no, AK. It was the
young kid.
It was a Gigas player.
Oh really? Wow.
Titan Thor.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go. That was the name.
Wow.
Sorry. AK was the one in top 8. The Filipino representative in top 8 who, obviously Filipino crowd, everyone was hyping him up.
Yeah, of course.
And man, I gotta say the Filipino crowd, I love them.
Yeah,
they're hype.
Let me just say, the Philippines, if you want to model like a community, an esports community in the future, you should model it after what they have done in the Philippines. The Philippines is like the mecca of esports growth, like true esports growth. I remember back in the day when Dota 2 is big in the Philippines. It's such a big game, and they had TNC. This team TNC.
I don't remember.
Anyway, these guys are from the PI. They were bad, right? But, you know, they have a big crowd there, so they're able to have a major eventually over time. And, you know, the quality of competition and play in the Philippines improved tremendously. And those guys eventually won a major against OG. You know, OG is a 2-time TI winner. So it's pretty incredible. And you see this kind of thing, like this kind of style and nurturing of the games, like go into other genres, like, you know, like you said, Tekken and NBA 2K, different things. But finally, set 2, we're in. We have Byleth versus Corrin.
All right, just a quick button check. I believe
Yep.
these guys just gonna do this really fast, and then the classic taunt to let them know they're ready.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we're gonna get into it.
So
PS2, it's a sortie battle.
Can you tell me a little bit about these two characters? Like, are they like?
I mean, okay, so first off, sword characters, right? Very spacing heavy. Byleth is pretty horizontal in terms of the angle
Sure.
she covers, and Corrin is better sort of the air to ground play.
Air to ground.
Yeah,
Okay,
because of the arc, Corrin's forward air and neutral air cover. And right now, Macu pulling away with a bit of a lead here.
Nice little. Is that forward smash or something?
It's just good spacing by the Byleth player here. Sorry, do we have a name? I'm sorry? Alright, that's too hard.
Can we get the? I'm talking to my boy Jock, who's controlling the stream right now. Can you go ahead and pop up the scoreboard? There we go. Oh, okay.
Right now, Ranzo's been holding on to stock for a good while, especially against Byleth, which is impressive. But
Okay, there you go.
with the neutral B, he's going to get punished by that dash attack right for the stock.
He was pretty high percentage there already.
Yeah.
So in the crew battle, you know, the idea is to get ahead on a stock. Like, even if you you end up losing the match, you need to try to take as many stocks as you can and hope that one of your teammates can make up for the aggregate loss, right? So nice catch here. We'll see what he can do on the ledge, but plays it a little cautiously and safe here.
Yeah, that's why crew battles are an interesting format, because the meta sort of changes a bit, because the value of trade kills goes down, because you don't want to be throwing stocks away.
Yeah, wow, very nice
Good kill
conversion
from
there.
Yeah, that's why I think Byleth's a strong crew battle character, especially with taking quick stocks with up B off stage. And you know, Corrin also has something similar with downer, but like I said, you don't want to be trading stocks.
Yeah. I mean, and like you said, the meta totally, or like the style totally changes. And it's true, you know, last week we had our Steve player, you know, he had a 4 stock, or like, you know, 3 stocks, all he had to do was take 1 stock. So, you know, he was just trying to farm his diamonds as quick as possible, even if it cost him a stock, because, you know, he just needs to get rid of that 1. So, but here we got a pretty close match. Percentage are pretty, relatively close. Oh.
Goes a little too deep there, but
Good try.
right now just letting these big moves swing a bit.
There you go. Ranzo trying to take the lead here, but he's getting dangerously low on health here. Oh.
It's going to be close. And going to throw out the projectile. It's actually going to kill.
Nice.
Even without the forward smash.
Wow. Way to go. That was interesting.
Alright, nice escape from there. Good DI to escape the follow-up. But the arrow!
Oh, okay.
He scared me for a bit.
Wow. 182%. Like, if Ranzo can close this out, it would be
Whoa! Whoa. A little weird stuff going on. Yeah, he's doing a good job holding on to these stocks. You know, avoiding the big moves. That's gonna kill off the top.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna. 182%.
That's
That was gonna happen.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot though. They'll be killing off the top. Right, there we go. So far, Renzo's doing a good job of controlling the pace of the match now, and pulling away with a percent lead here.
Nice. Oh. Went for the throw.
Oh, no, didn't spend their
wow.
jump.
Wow. Wow. So we, Rami is going to take that first game there. I think he wanted to get away with 2 stocks, like have 1 more stock available, but it's still good because now he comes into this match with no health loss. He has the opportunity to, maybe steal a stock or 2 here. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the goal is at least 1 stock, right? So you can play reckless even just to get that 1, and then you've done your job.
And this is a character that's good at this, right? Like, can kill at like a lower percentage, like depending on the spacing, or
kind of hard.
is it for this character, particularly?
Yeah, for Corrin.
Okay, interesting.
Because Corrin is pretty like a neutral-based character. The punish game isn't crazy on the character, so you can't really. It's not like one of those characters where you find one opening and you can convert that into a KO.
I see.
So right now we're just waiting on Macu, who has the opportunity to counterpick here. Is it Michael? Is it loser counterpicks both stage and player? Oh, okay. Because I know some career battles, they'll have the winners choose the stage. Okay. So we're just waiting on a response, figure out what our next match is going to be.
Oh, so the Corrin.
Okay, we're getting a Corrin mirror here.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
What do I think about this matchup? Well, generally how mirrors are, it's very whiff punish heavy, right? Because you guys have the same range, so you can't really outrange each other, out-frame data each other.
Sure.
So it's just based on whiff punishing for the most part. I think, yeah, is there anything weird about the matchup? No, that's pretty much it. Calling out landings, calling out moves thrown out. It looks like they've also chosen Battlefield, which is generally preferred by sword characters because platforms are pretty easy to cover when you have a sword.
Okay. So what are some of the basic principles that most sword characters want to, have sound,
Well, for sure spacing, right? Because their moves are pretty laggy. Well, actually, Corrin's a bit different. Corrin actually has some pretty safe aerials, but you do want to have good spacing so that you can
Not be
avoid
punished or something.
avoid punishes.
Okay.
See, and that's a whiff punish there, right? Which I just
Wow,
mentioned.
that was longer later. Oh, very interesting little. So this player on MACU coming out pretty strong. He's got 65% taken off of it already. Oh, wait, am I reading this one?
Yeah. Oh, the side switch because we're in an arena, so whoever joins the in queue first is the first player. So it's gonna switch a lot. And we're just looking for at least 1 stock here, right? Because they're already a high percent.
Yeah.
Actually, he's gonna give up a lot of space here. I mean, there's a lot of things. Oh, Stuffer's just gonna do it.
Quick.
There's a lot of things that, as if you're more experienced with the game, it'll sort of bug you to see some things. But you did mention this is sort of the lower level.
Yeah.
So.
What was something that you would correct, like a vital flaw that you saw in that game? Is he leaving moves out that are too punishable or something, or?
It wasn't that, but when Ranzo was recovering, the player from Macu sort of just retreated to center stage, fully giving up.
Oh, giving up the.
He had the advantage there, and didn't capitalize on it.
True. Still able to take that stock and even out the sets as we go into the second characters of both teams here. It's Corrin. Who will we have up? Well, we have. Looks like we have Aaron.
I don't remember our character spread. We have a Yoshi.
Eradication.
Okay, looks like we're going with
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Eradicate, I guess. That's
Who
what
else
we're
do we have in this roster?
We got a Kirby.
Yep.
We got Trevor. Trevor, what does Trevor play? Trevor, what character do you play? What character do you play again, Trevor? Roy?
Roy, okay.
Okay. So we got all right.
Yeah, so I agree with the Yoshi here. Saying the Yoshi against a sword character. Yoshi's got pretty good frame rate, at least with that neutral air. Can squeeze it out. And also double jump armor. Corrin's, for the most part, main moves in neutral are single hit. So you can use that double jump armor to sort of just tank through a lot of those attempts at stuffing out. Looks like we're settling stage right now.
All right, so we're doing the banning and picks of the stages right now, and like I said, these players are new, so they're not really familiar with which picks are or what stages are available
Yeah,
for play.
like where they want to go, or
Yeah.
because it's when you're learning a game, the first thing you're focused on is your character. All this other stuff is sort of extra for now.
I mean, even just like knowing whether your character is good on platforms or not, or like wants like the FD type of stage or whatever, like even just that is something that comes a little later.
Right, we are still picking a stage. All right, looks like PS2. Who could have seen this coming? All right, and then just double checking our characters. And then looks like we're gonna be moving into our match. I mean, after a quick button check, right? Alright, button check. That projectile got a little close to our player. They oh. Alright, parries the falling hit, but Corrin, a little pesky shockwave hit on the down air when you land. And this is sort of the struggle that you face as in this matchup is the spacing, right? Because Yoshi doesn't have much range, but we put going against a sword character, so. But keeping it pretty even. Yeah, and Eradication there, shielding the fireball as a reaction, which is good, but when you see it from that far away, you could gain more space by jumping it preemptively. So would like to see that as an adjustment, especially with how much is being thrown out. Actually, shields in between the jabs. That was weird. And okay, back to neutral, I guess. I'm calling out these pins. Okay, gets a S smash punish, but from across the stage, maybe up smash would have killed. But the neutral air is gonna do it. 115 on this first stock, and the throw is not gonna quite do it either yet. Alright, anti-airs, reel and smash.
So Yoshi's a pretty complicated character, right? Would you say? I mean, he's like pretty skill intensive. He kind of relies a little bit on like spacing the egg and like these up combo things. Like little.
I wouldn't say that's the hard part. It's that so Yoshi actually has something unique to him.
What is that? What is that?
Which is on Yoshi's double jump, right? Which is unique movement already. It actually has armor.
Wow.
Depending on your percent, depending on how much percent is on Yoshi, will affect how much armor is on that double jump. So you can actually use that to like tank some moves like that are an attempt to stuff you out, right? Let's say the Corrin throws out forward air. The Yoshi could call that out with a double jump, tank through it, and then immediately punish after.
Wow. Interesting.
Also, Yoshi is Yoshi heavy in this game? I know Yoshi's heavy in Melee, but can someone verify this? Sorry, we actually K3D just stepped out of the room. Our analyst, our knowledge expert. So we'll have to wait till he gets back. But huge lead here. This might actually he might be able to take this cleanly. Never mind.
These are the both second characters for each person, or each team, right? Yeah, okay. So, man, he could have taken 3-0 almost. Let's see if he can put... Whoa!
Okay, not quite yet, but...
okay. I like the chase. I like the one for something there.
You keep pushing because Corrin's on the back foot, right? So definitely feeling scared about it, but...
Oh, that was an attempt. Oh. Okay.
All right, 2 stocks.
Eradicate. He eradicated that Corrin, too.
2 stocks
2-0. 2 stocks. So there's 2 stock lead coming into the third character on MACU's team here. As we work out the bans and picks. I hope these guys are having a good time. Hopefully our team here, our Varsity Plus team, will be able to coordinate schedules with all their opponents, because actually their game is supposed to be at 10:30. It's supposed to be the same time as the Premier players' game, but some of these guys have classes at that time, so it's difficult for them to make it. So we'll see. Hopefully these guys have a good season. If it plays out, they'll have at least 8 games.
Yeah, how many weeks is this? How many schools are part of Nace?
Hundreds of schools are part of Nace. But each team gets put into not only a tier, but also into a division, right? So I believe these guys have 7 schools in their division, 7 or 8 schools. So it'll probably run like 8 weeks plus a 2 to 3 week playoff. But that all depends.
Okay.
So it's round robin. So the group play is round robin. So,
is there any sort of like playoffs?
Yes.
At the end.
So,
okay.
Yeah, there's playoffs. So I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know who qualifies for playoffs. Maybe top 2 teams from that division.
Per division.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, same thing with the Varsity Premier, the main team. They have, I believe, 7 teams in their division. They're already 3 weeks. This is going to be week 3. So they have another 4 weeks of play, and they have a bye week as well, so 5 weeks, and then they'll go into the playoffs. But the main team, the Premier team, is ranked or started the season seeded 7th in the nation. So, and they're the #1 seed in our division, the Western.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see how things turn out.
What was their performance last season?
They didn't start off ranked 7th. They started off maybe 34th or 33, right? And we ended the season in the playoff ranked 14. So it's a considerable jump. But last season there were 2 teams 2 divisions in the West. This season there's only 1 Western division, which is what we're in, and then there's like 5 Eastern divisions, and then like 3 or 4 Midwestern divisions. So. But overall, we're still ranked 7th, which is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane. I would say overall the Smash community on Guam is pretty developed. It's not like top tier,
Yeah.
but it's
But it's pretty good.
like the average player level is pretty decent.
It's gone up a lot. I remember thinking like before, in tournaments back. Oh my god. In tournaments back before COVID, like joining it like first 2 rounds are free, right? But now you go in and it's like every round you could lose.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see how far we've come. But we have our next match. It's a young Link who counterpicked to Kalos, which makes sense, right? Projectile character, you kind of want more space to zone. And that's
no.
going to be a quick stock, I guess.
Huh.
Actually could have made it back. Young Link does have a wall jump, so could have made it back from there. I also believe still had their double jump. But that's going to be a clean stock, for us here at for Tritons.
Yeah. Oh, he just wanted to let it rip. So how would you approach this matchup if you're Yoshi? Like, you want to get through this projectiles, right?
Yeah. I mean, typical zoner, versus zoner game plan, right? It's like, the way I play is lots of empty jumps.
Sure.
To bait the zoner into thinking they're gonna see right there.
Yeah.
And then into grounded approach, right? Just making the zoner guess grounded versus air approach, and then you picking whichever one is free.
Does Yoshi have like a counter zoning tool, that like a projectile or something that can help him?
Not
Mix up his
really. I
approach?
mean, the double jump armor, but then if you're double jumping, you're gonna be losing a lot of space.
Sure.
Because Yoshi's double jump goes so high. Deck is also pretty good if you kind of want to throw that out.
So, okay. Wow, that was what percent was that? That was pretty interesting. So right now, Eradicate, he's put Macu on their final stock for the 3rd player here. And that's a lot of mileage. Remember, EOG still has 2 more players sitting in the wings. So it's a good advantage here. Every stock here is free. Like, that's a freebie.
Yeah, he's already done his job, and then now he's doing all of this is extra.
Yeah, extra credit, if you will. Oops.
Ooh, a little early there. Had the right idea. Okay.
Whoa.
That's
All right.
there.
I mean, it was 171, or
Yeah.
I don't know, it was pretty high.
It's pretty hard to contest that move if you're coming directly below. So, yeah, again, gonna turn to these projectiles. But
Whoa.
gets caught. Again, there's that down there. It's very strong, but it does is a very long move. So okay, I didn't even know
How
that goes through platform.
Does it go through platforms, or does it? Was it just like a weird?
Down
like,
B, it goes through if you're below it, right? Okay,
that is.
that's different. from
Wow,
melee.
Eradicate. He just took 3 more stocks there. Is that 5 stocks this set? Way to go. 6
Two
stocks.
players, 2 full players.
6 stocks. That's a lot of stocks, man. You know who had a performance like that last week?
I heard about
Premium.
that. Yeah, I heard about that.
Premium was playing like he was Aladar, man. It was crazy.
No, we were in the Philippines
Oh.
having breakfast, and I see the message, and I showed it to Adrian. He's just like, "What the heck?"
I'm gonna say it was insane. Yeah, these guys lost the first match. It was close, right? They won the final stock, and then second match, I'm pretty nervous. I'm like, oh, this is kind of nervous. What's going on here? And then Premium, 8 stocks, man, 8 straight stocks. That's nearly 75% of the other team. That was a great match. You're gonna get to see Premium, Caps 2, Tricks, Volt 43, and the rest of the Mitro. Maybe you can see the rest of the boys in about 15 minutes.
Wait, so last week did some of the players not play at all because of how many Premium took?
Yeah, Ronnie didn't play.
Wow. Okay, so Ronnie's the anchor.
Ronnie played the first game because he went to the final stock, but then he didn't play the final 2 games. So
Okay.
yeah, and he's usually the anchor. Yeah. So
That makes sense. Incineroar, that's a good character to have as your anchor, because I mean, just how the character works, right? You can take stocks super fast.
And shout outs to Caps to Ronnie. He's really improved, I think, a lot in the game. He's on the PR. What, he's fourth? He's fourth or something? Third? No, fourth.
Fourth. Yeah.
Fourth on the PR. I think that's pretty incredible. His last performance, the last thing you guys had at the CS shop, he did really well.
Yeah, he got second.
He had a tough bracket. He didn't like. It's not like he didn't beat people to get to the final. You know.
Yeah.
He had a run.
Well, he beat Westy.
Yeah.
And he beat Sly.
He beat Sly.
And then he lost to Goto. And that's just gonna happen. You can't beat Goto. Kid's too good.
Goto, what is?
Kind of just came out of nowhere.
Shout outs to Goto, the Japanese secret tech sensation high schooler. He's like light Yagami, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just like in high school doing things, No one knows. He got a little notebook, He's wild, man.
I wanted to ask because, our local players, we know, we grind with each other.
Yeah.
I wanted to know how he grinds.
He grinds with Japanese pro
Apparently,
players.
it's just online.
He's crazy.
It's just online.
Man, shout outs to Goto. I like that guy. He's good. He's good. I hope when he graduates, please come to Uog Triton Esports. He's amazing. I really like watching. He just seems so smart. I really like his play. He's very
watch
smart.
him. When I first watched him play, I was like, wow, this is a player who I can watch and say, he's adapting.
Yeah, no, he does. He has a game plan, but he learns the matchups. He's working well. As we see, Terry Bogart. This is the last character, right? This is their anchor.
Is this? I believe. Okay. So.
Yeah, this is the anchor.
Yeah. Eradication's held on to one stock here to see how much work he can get done with it.
Yeah. He's already done more than he needed to, but if he could take one more stock, that would be. These guys would be buying him lunch, I would think. So and Terry Bogart, he's one of the fighting game characters, right? And what's his kind of deal? He just after 90% or 100%, he gets the
go
meter.
Yeah.
And you can just spam the
Buster Wolf
and Power Geyser.
Yeah.
And it doesn't spamming it doesn't affect its strength
it
other
still
moves?
stales, but
okay.
It's still a strong move.
You get it once, right? You're winning.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. What's the kill percentage on the opponents? It doesn't matter. It's just.
It's really low.
Okay.
It can kill. Buster Wolf could kill at.
And these things are typically confirmable, like a jab thing.
Yeah, down tilt Buster Wolf.
Okay.
Or I forgot the one, the Power Geyser, but that one's also really good. Oh my!
Whoa.
Backer almost killing off the.
Oh!
Okay.
Yo, Eradicate. He's not gonna have to worry about the go meter that round.
Yeah, against Terry, you want to try and close out the stocks before he hits 100, right? Or before he can do anything with go mode.
So it sounds like okay, and there it is. Terry finally, Eradicate. He's gonna sit down now. He's gonna have to take a seat, and it's gonna be left to Trevor and Adrian to kind of close it out. 2 more stocks. They got 6 stocks versus 2 stocks. Can they do it? Eradicate's so happy. Aaron here, 7 stocks. That's a great showing. I am pleasantly surprised with how well this team has done in the Varsity Open. Great performance so far today. Hopefully, let me check the time. It's 10:15. Jocks, can we pull up the graphic for our next match? That's at 10:30. We got our Varsity Premier team versus challenging Wayland Baptist University.
Hey, these guys just use their real names for their tags. I respect it.
It's real. It's real. Duncan Bailey, Devin,
I was
Luke,
thinking back in the day. I was looking at my old TO files, right? And I was just looking at their brackets. I was like, wow, we just used our real names for everyone.
It makes sense because you know them. Oh, yeah, this is him, yeah.
But it was weird, coming back now, and I was just thinking, we use everyone's tags now, but back in the day, we just called everyone their real name.
It's esports now.
Yeah.
Arjun,
it helps with the atmosphere.
We've gone to the next. We got the jerseys. We got a little space that we're streaming it in. We got these fancy headphones. We're esports now, and obviously it's not Michael Park casting. It is I, Ken Sanity, and I'm joined by Crushel, and we're gonna be with you the entire morning. There's more Smash to come, guys. There's more Smash to come. We're not done. After whether regardless of what happens in this set, we got our varsity premier team playing versus Wayland Baptist University. Varsity premier team looking to continue their undefeated season. I don't want to jinx it, and it hasn't been an easy road, I will say. We challenged some pretty good teams. I actually really enjoyed the match versus LCU. And I actually really enjoyed their stream. I thought their commentary was excellent, and they're very humble, very, very good players. I'm sure we'll see them again. But here we go. Trevor is in. Roy versus Terry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa,
That was
whoa,
close,
whoa,
close
whoa.
call. Close call.
Yo, he just showed him it. He was like, hey, just remember this. It was a crack shoot.
What? That's not No, you hold that.
Why would you do that?
You hold that. You
Yeah, I
hold
think
that,
you hold it.
dude. Oh my god, you guys have no integrity.
Why would you do that?
Actually, restart to change this song. What is this?
I do not know. Oh gosh, that's a tough one. Thank you to
Matthew.
MACU because that was Trevor, don't do that anymore. Oh my gosh, what a lesson though. So you know what? You were telling me about Terry. He sounds good. He sounds pretty good. What are some of his weak things? I guess these types of characters, they can't recover to the stage well, or
Yeah, his recovery's not too great because he's not able to snap the ledge, which means on your way up.
crack shoot or the
Yeah, his up B.
rise
It doesn't
tackle.
Yeah, rising tackle. It doesn't grab the ledge as soon as you're next to it, so he can go
Oh.
past it,
Oh,
which means he's susceptible to getting
so just
punished
get
for that. Yeah.
slapped off or whatever. What? Oh yeah, the other
Yeah, but
down
if
B
you,
is the.
if you charge rising tackle, it's invincible
Oh, okay.
at least.
Okay.
And then other than that, pretty slow buttons relative to the rest of the game. Like for FGC characters, pretty
Okay.
slow buttons.
Wait, what type of other FGC characters we got in there? We got Ken Ryu and Tekken or Kazuya.
Yeah.
Tekken, Kazuya. And what, Kazuya is the best of these three, probably? Ryu's pretty strong, right? I mean,
Yeah, Ryu's pretty good. Ryu and Ken are really good, but Kazuya is sort of just he just has a really good combo game. That's it. Everything else about the character isn't great. He's very slow. This game universally, everyone has a 3-frame jump squat, but he's the only character with a slower one.
okay. Terry.
Oh no, Kazuya.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Kazuya just kills you in one hit, so.
Bang.
sort of
And
equalizes
right
it.
there, Terry takes a stock.
Yep, and it's like we didn't need a restart at all.
Yep. Yeah, we should have just played that out. And Terry was swagging out. He was like, every time he grabbed the ledge, he was taunting. He was like, come on, man, come on. Fall off the ledge
I
again,
love Terry.
Terry's
So cool.
cool, man. He is such a cool character. Oh, he was just he's let it rock. Let's see. But Roy has, he's a sword character, right? So he's a good footsie space, right?
Yeah,
Oh, my
but
goodness.
this Terry's kind of just.
He's just letting it go. He's like, man,
running away
this is
with it.
FD.
Yeah, wait, we picked FD?
No, we did we?
We did, apparently. Hey, yo.
Interesting, man. Just let it run. Who cares about the platforms? We want the all-out brawl. We want the fighting game brawl.
Yeah, but this is rough. You take a fighting game character to FD, this is sort of the thing that happens.
I mean, maybe he thinks Roy is, maybe Roy will be in Street Fighter 6. Who knows, man?
You signed up for the beta?
No, of course I did. As soon as you guys posted in chat, I was
Yeah,
like, okay,
I
I
just
gotta
signed
wake up early.
Oh,
No,
the
bang.
footsies.
There you go. MACU. They still got 2 stocks? 1 stock. 2 stocks.
All right, Azzy. Sending in our anchor.
Our anchor. And our veteran. Our president of the Triton Gaming Club, too. They held a nice event yesterday at the Guam Museum, Night at the Museum. All the student organizations were there. And then so we got Azzy gonna use. He's gonna be playing Kirby. So what does Kirby do?
low profile.
Oh, and he has I mean, he's pretty got good mobility, like off stage, right? So I mean, you can get some
well,
characters
not
off there.
fast airspeed, but you know, like lots
A lot
of
of
jumps
hot,
at
lot of
least.
jumps, right?
Yeah, but a lot of the time, I mean, if Kirby just crouches, Terry's jab is gonna whiff.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of Terry's confirms come from
Jab,
like forward tilt or jab. So being able to make those whiff is huge. Just in general, being a nuisance to try and hit
Sure.
is huge for Kirby.
Smashville. So we're gonna go with Smashville. Kirby versus Terry Bogard. And this is, I mean, you know, MACU. They need to take 3 stocks to.
It's 3-2. It's definitely not impossible.
Oh, it's not impossible at all. It's
Yeah.
close. It is close. It is close. It was a good run. It's been a good run. It's been a good run. If they win, if MACU wins this match, then they will reset the, or well, you know, we'll go to a final game of a final set.
But that will have to be off stream, right?
That will be off stream because it's about time. It's 10:25.
This is probably the last game we'll see. Regardless of result, this is the last game we'll see for this set.
Oh, well, there you go.
There we go. Waiting for the taunt.
Let's get it. Ooh. Oh, the little spot dodge and get caught by all this Kirby kick things. Oh.
Oh no, you hate to see it.
Oh, okay.
Because of how wonky auto turnaround is in Smash. Sometimes moves just go other ways.
Oh, that's a rough one. But, you know, it didn't cost him a stock. So Terry just throwing out that. What is that? Is that
That's
a
a forward
side?
smash.
Okay. Oh. Okay. That was interesting. That was tricky.
So we've got 3 stocks to 1 now. This is sort of pulling away with it. Oh,
Oh!
no, don't do it to him.
Okay, that was I love it.
That's grime.
I love the attempt. I mean, that's what you got to do, right? You're Kirby, right? You got to, like, you know, throw the guy who has no mobility off the stage.
And that's the crew battle metagame, right?
Yeah. I mean, you got 3 stocks. And you're at 111%. Like, if he was at 0%, like, you know, game just started, I'd be like, yo, that's not using your advantage wisely.
Can you not crouch Burn Knuckle or whatever that's called?
Not sure.
Michael, can you crouch Burn Knuckle?
Oh, wow. Good try. I like this play by Azzy. You know, the first time I saw him play, he was in high school. He played in the GDOE varsity league. He played with Tricks.
Oh, is he?
Right?
Is
That's
he a
a
freshman?
classmate.
Is he a sophomore?
This is second semester, right? Yo!
Again.
That was cool.
So Uog Triton's taking it 2-0
What was it?
over Macu.
Oh, wait. Azzy wants to talk here. Crusher, you can interview the team captain, Adrian.
All right, yeah, I'd love to. He's got
I
2
need to
headphones
eat
on.
breakfast. Have a good day. GG's MACU. Thank you all.
Enjoy your breakfast, dude. You earned it. At the very least, you earned a breakfast. A nice 10:30 a.m. breakfast.
I mean, I hate to break it to you guys, but the McDonald's breakfast closed at 10:30. Like, you missed it. I mean, cook something. But that game is done. We are, you know, honestly, we're 30 minutes away from the next match. Because I thought it started at 10:30, but it looks like we rescheduled till 11.
Okay.
So I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream for now. We'll be back in about 15, 20 minutes. Tune in, guys. Shout-outs to our sponsors, GTA, Guam Army National Guard, and Glide Path. Without them, none of this would be possible. This is a great opportunity, and your support helps keep, you know, these 25 players excited and passionate and doing their best. You know, these guys aren't gaming the whole day. Like, they're doing much more than that. Like, you know, they threw an event yesterday. They're doing community outreach. They hold events for other people. They're really developing as something more than just competitive players here. And we're excited to see our main team compete in just a bit. So with that said, we'll see you in about half an hour.
All right.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most. The ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.